Question 19 is an example of a combination graph, and probably the first one of these you may have tried. Now, in these instances, the information given probably needs to be reinterpreted so that you have a series of plot points. Looking at the question, you've got three distinct sales ranges and hence commission points, which would be sales dot comma commission. So if I'm earning or selling nothing, I earn $100. That's often called as a retainer. Now selling $1,000, you can see that it's $100 I will earn at that point. The next step, or the next combination segment I should say, starts at 1,100 and goes through to 4,000. Looking down, I know if I earn 4,000, I get paid 550. The next distinct segment from 4,000 to 8,000. 4,000 is 550. The same point, this is a continuum, going to 8,000. Now what I did there, I had to find the point for sales of 8,000. So it's 550 plus 30 cents in the dollar, or 30% of the difference between 8,000 and 5,000. As a string on my calculator, 1450. So I now have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 distinct points, and I can graph that. Please notice a combination graph because a combination of line segments. It's a very similar structure in the case of number 23. In the case of 23, you're looking at a charge for excess water rates. Very similar to what the Tasmanian Water Authority will be doing. Find out the charge if I'm using 380 litres. So in other words, I pay $0 for the first 300, but for $1 for every kilolitre thereafter, so $80. In B, using the chart, $200 plus 2 times for every kilolitre used above that, 200 gives me 600. Setting my graph up, it is very strongly advised that you set this up using a scale and a grid in order to assist you. For 0 to 300, I pay nothing. So in other words, a dead flat line from 0 to 300. Next segment, 300 is 0, but 500, $1 tells me for 200, $200. And then 500, 200, I had to actually find that last point. So $200, $2 for every litre in excess of the 500, which is 300, 800, take the 500, gives me $800 in charge. The important thing to follow always when you're doing your combination graphs is to ensure that you have a grid and recognise the points.